So this is a sample of the poll data that you would have collected from your poll. I have my columns, I have my information, and I have my data. If I want to build a chart, I'm going to go click this chart button that's up here in the right toolbar right hand corner. And it opens up a chart editor, and you can choose what kind of chart you want. If you want your bars to go up or down, if you want a line, if you want a pie. I think for this chart I'm going to actually do a pie chart with my information. And there it is, and it looks okay. I hit the Charts tab, and it gives me a lot more options, different charts. And then the last little tab there is Customize, where you can put in a chart title, you can change the font color, and you can see there I'm adding a title. You can move the legend around if you want it on the right hand side or the left hand side. You also get to choose your fonts. If you want to, you can put a background in on your chart if you want it to have a different colored background. And then in the slices, you can choose whether or not you want anything to show, like the numbers or the labels or the percentages. I'm going to go with percentages for my pie chart. And then this is kind of a neat feature. Down at the bottom, you get to choose the color of your slices. So for like mine, I'm the Iowa colleges, I would change all my colors to kind of match the colleges. So Iowa would be gold, and UNI is purple, Iowa State red, make Drake blue, and then those people that don't care can just be an ugly gray. And then you just insert your chart. If you get the little hand icon up towards the top, you can actually move it around so that you can see, and then there's your chart. For the second spreadsheet that you need to build, the second page of your spreadsheet, I know you can't see it on this tutorial, but to add a page you hit a plus sign towards the bottom and it'll add another page to your spreadsheet. So here's my pretend spreadsheet that's similar to yours. I have expenses on one side and revenue on the other, and what I would like to do is calculate my total profit. And this is going to be very similar to what your guys' looks like. To add up and to sum up to all of my expenses, I'm going to build a formula, which is equal sign, SUM, and then a parenthesis sign, and you want to add inside of the parentheses all of the cells that you want to add together. You select them and then you can add them together. Over on the revenue side, my tickets would be $45, but I can't just put $45 in and add my revenue, because that would only be if one person was served at this dinner. So what I want to do is build a formula, which is equal sign, and then I want to take equal sign, the empty square that's to the left, times the number or the amount of the tickets are. So if my tickets are $45 and I serve 56 people, that's how much money I've made. If I serve 2 people, $90, one person, $45. So that cell in the F column is equal sign the E column times the cost of a ticket. And then down here in the total revenue, I will sum up and add all the numbers in my revenue. So now I have a box for total expenses and I have a box for total revenue. My profit box down there will be my revenue minus my expenses. And I did that by putting equal sign and then clicking the box that had total revenue, then minus sign the box that had total expenses. And then I have all my information is correct. Now the only thing I need to do to it now is make it formatted correctly. I want these numbers to be in the currency format. So if I want to, I can go through the formatting tool things up here and format my cells, but the easiest thing, just highlight your numbers and click the dollar sign. And now all my numbers are currency.